Hi you guys, welcome to another chakra video. Today we're going to be talking about the third eye chakra, which seems to be everyone's favorite. It is located on the forehead between the eyebrows. The color is indigo. The element is light. Its symbol is a two-petaled lotus, and the mantra associated with it is Om. The associated organ systems are the brain, the eyes, pituitary gland, pineal gland, and the sinuses. And again, my little disclaimer, I'm not a medical professional. I'm just an ex-nurse. I love the body systems. I love anatomy. So if you have any of these health issues, please go to the doctor, okay? Because we're getting into some pretty high energy centers right now. And I want you guys to be as happy and healthy as possible, okay? Sorry, that's my iPad. So some physical symptoms, if it's imbalanced, can be headaches, vision problems, sinus issues, hormonal imbalances, and neurological disorders. This does rule over our ability to see beyond the physical. So our intuition, our clairvoyance, if we have that gift, our mind's eye, our ability to kind of see through situations. And the emotional and psychological aspects that can be affected when this is off balance is lack of focus, confusion, depression, anxiety, nightmares and insomnia, difficulty in perceiving reality, and delusions, being delulu. It can either be not open enough to where you're like just so grounded in the 3D that you don't really see anything past the physical, or you don't allow yourself to see those things, or it can be way too active. You'll hear a lot of stories about people like, my third eye just bursted open, which can happen. Mine was a pretty gradual process, because I've always had my intuition. I've always been connected with, Source and God. But definitely when I started my spiritual journey formally, actually putting the intention to be on this journey, it happened gradually because I set that intention. I didn't just want to wake up one day and have my third eye just booming. I've noticed that women seem to have an easier time opening it than men, just because we are a little bit more connected to Source naturally. We transport little souls here from the cosmos, so we always have that connection. Some crystals for healing. Amethyst is really, really good and enhances our intuition and spiritual awareness. Lapis lazuli, which is one of my absolute favorites. I'm wearing my throat chakra choker right now. It promotes clarity and objectivity. Sodalite, another one of my favorites, helps with rational thought and truth. And labradorite strengthens intuition and psychic abilities. And labradorite is also a very protective psychic stone. It can transmute negativity. It can return negativity to its source, return to sender vibes. I do make labradorite waist beads that are on my shop, and they are just beautiful. I love it so much. It just connects you to the higher realms, but it helps you ground a little bit, so it helps you stay balanced. Some ways to balance it can be meditation, focusing on the space between your eyebrows and visualizing an indigo light. Just really, I love crystals for this. Okay, I will lay my ass down and I will put a crystal in between my eyebrows and just meditate. Put some aromatherapy on, some sandalwood, frankincense, juniper is really good, and lavender oil in your diffuser. Just lay down, get your lapis lazuli or your clear quartz. But clear quartz is more for the crown chakra. But just meditate, girl. It'll help a lot. And a lot of times, once it's open, you don't always have to sit down and meditate to get answers. You can just set the intention to do it and it'll come. Some yoga poses are specific poses like the child's pose, dolphin pose, and seated forward bend. Some affirmations, I trust my intuition. I trust myself. I see clearly. I see within the physical and spiritual realms. I see situations for what they are and not what they perceive to be. My third eye is healthily open. I love putting healthily in things because it's like a little asterisk. That way you set your intention to really protect yourself and do things in a balanced way. You can visualize an indigo light filling your forehead area. They also make like headbands and stuff that you can wear. I love wearing third eye jewelry sometimes. I do have a lot of Romani ancestors on my dad's side. They are Greek Roma. So, of course, Romani people come from India originally. And I love honoring them in that way by wearing that over my third eye. And I definitely get their blessing with it. So, you can get third eye jewelry on Amazon. Etsy is really pretty. TikTok shop even has them, so it's really good for like protecting it and balancing it, especially when you're first starting out. If I have a client that they really are just wanting to like dive headfirst into their spiritual journey, a lot of times I will send them some third eye jewelry, and it helps a lot. Some sound healing that you can do are listening to or chanting the mantra OM. Again, some essential oils are sandalwood, frankincense, juniper, rosemary, and lavender. And one of my favorite herbs for this actually is mugwort. Mugwort is amazing. It's a very protective but psychic herb. It's good for safe astral travel. It's good for protection, dreaming, connecting with your spirit guides, connecting with your higher intuition. Another herb is ginkgo biloba for mental clarity, and gotu kola for cognitive function. And the foods associated with it are going to be blue and purple foods, because purple is actually the highest frequency color, so we're getting up there. Indigo is basically the third eye chakra, so it's kind of like a cross between blue and purple. But you can eat blueberries, blackberries, grapes, purple kale, eggplant, or purple cabbage. Foods rich in omega-3, like chia seeds and flax seeds and walnuts. And caffeine is good in moderation for this one. Everyone's caffeine tolerance is different. That's why I like green tea so much, because it has that healthy amount of caffeine without making you jittery. So it's really helpful. And some things that you can do to balance it are journaling. Make sure to write down your dreams, your premonitions, and your insight. Mindfulness and observation. Practicing being present and observing your surroundings without judgment and just seeing them for what they are. Try to get your biases out of the way and just really sit there and observe. Engaging in activities like painting, drawing, or creative writing to stimulate your right brain. Reading and learning helps a lot too, especially like witchy books and learning new things spiritually. Expanding your knowledge, because the more knowledge that you have, the better it's going to be for you to understand your intuition, because they kind of go hand in hand. And also just spending time in nature. I think that helps a lot with balancing this one. That way you don't get so caught up in the higher realms, because you have to learn how to use discernment and how to ground yourself and not set the intention to see through absolutely everything, because it will drive you crazy. I've seen a lot of people, and I keep it to myself, but I'm like, girl, your third eye is way too open. Quit trying to decode everything. Quit trying to understand everything. And sometimes we can get like that when our body and our mind and our spirit is just upgrading and there's that stream of consciousness coming down from the divine. It can happen. It's just being aware of it and doing regular human things to kind of bring you back down to earth a little bit is going to help a lot. Some more tips are sleep hygiene, ensuring regular and restful sleep patterns, and that helps support your pineal gland. I know there's a lot of talk about decalcifying it. If you want to research that, go ahead. The pineal gland is very, very, very important in third eye consciousness. Reducing our screen time, limiting our exposure to screens and artificial light, especially before bedtime. That way your mind can kind of rest a little bit and you can get those really good, vivid dreams going. Detoxing is another good one, and whichever way you choose to detox, just be careful. A lot of doctors in Western medicine don't really believe in detoxing, but I will leave that decision up to you. Just making sure that you're drinking enough water and eating as healthy as you can. But this one is a very important one to balance because it can throw you off if it's too active. And that can be a rabbit hole itself. So I am going to start offering a third eye chakra oil very soon on my shop. And I'm going to make it in a roller bowl and also a dropper bottle. And you can use it in spells to enhance your spiritual development, dream magic, astral travel, which I suggest y'all being very careful with. But that's another video. You can put it on a little mojo bag underneath your pillow with some crystals to help you sleep. There's a bunch of things that you can do with it. If you need a reading, you can click the link in my description and connect with me one-on-one, and I will take care of you. Tarot is a really good tool, whether you're getting readings or giving them on yourself. It's a very good tool for opening your third eye. Just make sure that you have that protection in place from your spirit guides. That way nothing tries to come in that's not welcomed, okay? I will talk to y'all soon. Thank you.